question. First of all, it's not a small space, and we've got 7 people here, so it's like having a large family. But we do various things to entertain ourselves. We can watch movies, we can listen to music, we can watch TV shows, so it's just like hanging out with your family. Over. Rakesh, some people do feel a little sick when they first get into space. It's called space adaptation sickness, but definitely don't ever feel suffocated. Like I say, it's a pretty big space, and I feel pretty good all the time. Over. Anthony, excellent question. Radiation is a huge problem. Luckily, because we're still within the Earth's magnetic field, we are pretty well protected. We do have some shielding on outside of the station, but, radiation can be a problem. Over. Rashmi, I have not ever seen an extraterrestrial creature. That would be pretty cool if I did. The only suspicious activity I see is when my crewmates are acting weird. Over. Banuki, there are health risks. Radiation is a risk, one of the ones that we have. Also, when you're in space, because there's no gravity, you're always losing your bone density, and so you can end up with brittle bones if you don't exercise every day. We've also discovered that some people's eyesight is affected when they're in space. So there's definitely things that can cause problems for the human body. Over. Zachary, awesome question. That is a question that I cannot answer. I do not study things like that. We need some really smart physicists and mathematicians to tell us that. But I suspect it'll take a long time because we haven't discovered it yet. Over. Inika, space debris can affect the ISS in 2 ways. One, if it's really small, it might just make a small mark on the station and not really hurt us. But the bigger stuff could definitely be a problem because it could puncture a hole in the station. There are people on the ground that monitor the larger pieces of space debris, and if anything is going to get too close to the space station, we actually fire our engines and move the station out of the way. Over. Eugene, radiation is more harmful to astronauts in 2 kind of different situations. One, if you're around the Earth, there is a place called the South Atlantic Anomaly. This is where the magnetic field of the Earth is a little bit different and it exposes astronauts to more radiation. The other place is if you're outside the magnetic sphere of the Earth. So if you're on your way to the Moon or you're on the way to Mars, you're going to get more radiation, and that's a problem. Over. Jesse, that's a very interesting question because I don't find fire to be particularly scary, and I think it's because we train so much on the ground. We've got very good procedures on what to do when there is a fire. We've got fire extinguishers all over the space station, and we've got gas masks to protect us from any harmful chemicals that may be created if there is a fire. But mostly, we design the space station and send up materials to the space station that aren't going to easily catch on fire. Over. If we do more analysis, engineering analysis, we can certify it to stay up longer, and I suspect that's what's going to happen. So I think we'll have the space station well into the